Humans of New York, humans of Amsterdam, humans of Karachi. New human trackers popping up every day, and my newsfeed is often full of pictures of ordinary people whom you don't really know, but stand for simple, profound things that A, you can relate to, B, inspire you, C, make you question the meaning of life. It's intriguing how you don't really need to know someone for him or her to set you thinking, and depending on how close you listen, may change your life. I'm a clumsy, dramatic, romantic person, fascinated by the mysteries of nature and the universe. It is for this reason that I chose to pursue biology. While I do enjoy what I'm doing, I find myself more inclined to writing. I don't write all that well, but it gives me immense happiness, far more happiness than discovering something new in the lab. At university, I spent more time scribbling poems and essays in the back of my notebook and scraps of paper than anything else. At the same time, my curiosity about the workings of nature keeps me inclined to science. I loved collecting samples of flowers from the Bhuleshwar market and even fascinating chemicals in little vials or paper packets to sneak home and investigate. I just graduated, and to say I don't know what's next is a massive understatement. I wanted to take a year's break and think about this while concentrating on writing and reading all the novels that I wanted to, but I haven't found the time to. However, my parents would not approve. They're upset that I haven't planned the next few years of my life, and I'm upset with myself for being so confused. I've collected all these scraps of information and experience, and I have no idea if or how I should try to put them together. It's so strange, but whenever I'm feeling especially lost, I notice this one particular guy standing at this crossroad that separates the area I call home from the road leading to the town region of Bombay. I don't know his name. To me, he's the old uncle who sells aprons near this very popular vegetarian restaurant called Navratna. To most others, he's simply the apron wala. I first noticed him 5 years ago after my SSC board examinations. I felt like I had grown up too fast because I felt I would be lost without school. I was unsure which field to take up after crossing this milestone. 5 months of vacation left me with nothing much to do, so I decided to spend it reading and trying to shed a few kilograms of fat. Ironically, the gym is in the same building as 2 very popular restaurants a few floors above. It's no surprise that I didn't really lose much weight. However, on my way to and fro, I would always see this old man trying to sell aprons. There wasn't a single tree or roof to shield him from the sun's furious glare, and yet he would always stand there, smiling politely at everyone who passed by. What surprised me was his perfect English. He would say, "Please buy one, they're quite nice." On closer observation, he seemed like someone from a well-to-do background, which made me wonder what caused him to try to make a living by selling aprons, or mostly not selling aprons, in the hot sun. A few months later, the monsoon winds brought the rain clouds. The drizzles turned into sheets of water cascading from the sky, laying waste to the road repair work going on. I saw him standing there in a black raincoat, selling aprons now carefully covered in plastic. It was heartbreaking to see him smiling at passers-by who ignored him and ran for shelter. I guess I felt like I was the only one who really saw him. So I went up to him and asked, "Kitne ka diya?" He said, "Beta, you can buy one for 150. And then he said, "Do you need one?" Of course, I didn't need one. I was hardly interested in using the microwave, let alone cooking. What would I do with the apron? I bought it anyway. When I presented it to my mother, she yelled at me for wasting money because, like everybody else, she owns a few aprons and doesn't use them anyway. But I didn't mind it. The smile on his face was worth it. I almost forgot about him until I saw him after my examinations 3 years ago. I was feeling lost, wondering if what I was planning to do was really my thing, and what else I could do if not medicine. And of course, he was there. He continued trying to attract customers. Strangely, I have never seen anyone actually purchase one from him. I wondered if I should approach him and ask him his name or where he came from. I wanted to, but I never did. And I forgot all about him until last week. I'm at a crossroad of life, and I'm trying to find some path between what makes me happy and what will make everyone around me happy. I just have no idea whether those two roads are even in the same universe. And of course, no sooner did I think this one afternoon the other day when my eyes found the apron wala. I don't know why, but I thought of buying an apron from him again. Actually, maybe I do know why. Like he always did, he looked lost and alone. And maybe his aprons seemed like shields to me. If I just bought one, I could shield him from his sadness and from his lack of direction. And maybe, in some way, I could shield myself from my own. I walked up to him. "Are the aprons still 150? I asked. "Now they are 300, he said. And I took out 3 100s. But then he said, "Beta, are you sure you need one? You don't have to buy one unless you need it." Shocked, I looked into his eyes. They were twinkling, happy eyes. There was no sign of anguish or fatigue from standing in the sun. He smiled and said, "I know you bought one before. Did you use it?" I did not know what to say. He laughed and said, "Buy things only if you need them." I smiled back and left. It left me wondering. Here I stand, pondering over the meaning of life, worrying about every little thing, unable to make decisions, feeling lost and quite unsatisfied with myself. And there he was, selling aprons through sun and rain and extremely content with himself. Not only that, but he said I shouldn't buy an apron unless I needed it. Who says that? The 21st century is about collecting. Collecting all the things that money can buy, from cars to smartphones to even things we can't hold. For example, we obsess over collecting pictures of every half-coherent moment to upload on Facebook. And here's a guy telling me not to collect, not to waste, and not to act out of pity, even if my heart's in the right place. As a businessman, it's not a very smart move, acting out of your own interest like that. But as a human of Bombay, it's a selfless act and the kind of mantra delivered at the most unexpected time, that makes life worth living. There are signposts all around us, some subtle, others not so subtle. It's just, most of the time, we don't even realize we're lost. Thank you.